Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me in the back as well? So I'm Anna, I'm from year 12, and I would like to start tonight by asking you a question that has been on my mind for a while now. What makes some ideas burn and ignite the world while others fade away? You see, the concept of ideas that burn made me realize these aren't just thoughts. They go beyond that to a world of passions, visions, and solutions. The truth is, the most transformative ideas aren't stumbled upon by chance. They are meticulously forged, and the fundamental tool for it, the very spark that ignites these ideas, is creativity. Creativity is the force that propels us, whether we are standing before a blank canvas, a blinking cursor, or a particularly stubborn jar. Oftentimes, when we hear the word creativity, we imagine an artist bathed in colors, a musician lost in a melody, or an author scribbling some rhymes. And while these are certainly valid, they barely scratch the surface of what creativity really is. Sir Ken Robinson, a creativity expert and author, once described creativity as the process of having original ideas that have value. Let me say that again. The process of having original ideas that have value. I am an artist, and I've painted since the age of 3 or 4. And it's true that my art is the most visible proof of my creativity. Visual art in all its forms, from cave paintings to digital animations done today, have constantly pushed the boundaries of human expressions. Artists don't just portray the world, they reinterpret it to challenge the viewer's perceptions. I'm not a musician. Although I can and I do listen to hours nonstop to my playlist, I could not tell you the difference between a major key and a minor key without a quick Google search. Yet, the creativity embedded in the creation of music is undeniable. William, an artist, musician, will.i.am known, from the Black Eyed Peas, once talked about creativity in a podcast and described it as his superpower. Musicians are capable of transforming abstract ideas into emotional experiences. They build and teleport you to unknown worlds at speeds which physics would categorize as impossible. But when it comes to music and art and literature, it's not just the musician or the artist or the author who is being creative. Each and every one of you is involved in the creative act every time you engage with a work of art. Let's take this song, for example. What did it make you think of? Who did this song remind you of? How did it make you feel? Hopefully happy. It's all about creativity is going to paint different pictures of this song to different people, because creativity is different for all of us. To put this a little better into perspective, I want to present you with the terms big C and little c that Anna Kraft, a researcher and writer from the UK, came up with. Big C is extraordinary creativity. Shakespeare, Da Vinci, Taylor Swift, the rightfully so-called creative geniuses. Little c, on the other hand, is ordinary, everyday creativity that Anna Kraft identified to be particularly relevant in the education of children. Now, Anna Kraft also presented the term possibility thinking as a shift from what is to what might be. This duality proves that creativity is not fixed, but rather an infinite spectrum. And it also proves that she believes creativity can be nurtured. I'm also a business fashion woman, and as of recently, one of the founders of a business at school, SG58 for anyone interested. And I can tell you from my very little experience so far, a brand can't even begin to launch if there's not a continuous pursuit of creativity. Which is the most reliable manufacturer? What are the best designs? What are the best materials? It's all about seeing roadblocks as opportunities to innovate and laughing at yourself when your brilliant ideas turn out to be, well, just not so brilliant. Ultimately, business, it's about trying to solve problems and leaving a mark, regardless of whether it's big or small. Lastly, I am a human being. Beyond grand artistic statements and corporate schemes, we all need creativity for the little things that add up to make the 24 hours in a day. You know, like, how do I take off my jacket in a packed bus? Or, since we're in Rome, how do I escape this infernal traffic jam? These are all acts of creative problem solving, as Anna Kraft identified. This is also a reminder that creativity is not a luxury reserved for a certain group of people, but rather the essential inner spark for those who aren't looking to survive on Earth, but who are looking to actually live. So to conclude, remember, creativity is the force behind every burning idea you have. I challenge you today to go polish this creativity. Ask what ifs, battle against the blank canvas or unsolved problems. Take care of this inner spark, for it is the source of the ideas that will burn brightest and illuminate the paths ahead of yourselves. Thank you.